and students, I am Samruddhi Bhosekar and today I am going to tell you about the 4 important skills, or we can say 4 C's, which are necessary to be acquired by our today's 21st century children. And as a parent, as a guardian, it is our duty that we should be aware about these 4 C skills. So let us start with the first skill. The first skill, or we can say the first C, it is creativity. It is told by our great scientist Albert Einstein that creativity is nothing but intelligence having fun. And we all know that most of the intelligent children, they imagine, they love to invent, they come up with new innovative ideas which are initially not being accepted by our society, but slowly and gradually we know that the whole world is following those ideas or implementing those ideas in their day-to-day lives. We have many examples of it. So the first skill what we have to develop in our children is creativity. Creativity is nothing but ability to think and come up with new, exciting and innovative ideas. So we should give a platform to our children to think, to experiment, to imagine, and we should encourage their ideas and try to implement those ideas at a smaller scale so that the child will be encouraged and will feel to come up with new ideas not only at home or at school level, but also at society level, community level, and at large world level. The second important skills which our students should imbibe or develop is critical thinking. Now when we talk about critical thinking, it is basically a skill about problem solving. So we need to make our children think rationally. It means there has to be proper logic behind thinking. They should not think always from the emotional point of view, or just they should think because others are saying so. They should think, they should react, and they should follow some rules. And then only you'll find that your child will be able to come up with new solution for the problems. The second important skill to be developed in our today's generation, that is the 21st century kids, is critical thinking. Dear children, it is very important to think out of the box, to train our mind to think critically. It is also known as problem solving technique. Dear parents, we always come across different problems in our day-to-day life, but we already have some solutions which are made by us to these problems. But as we all know that we are unique individuals made by God, we have a different way of thinking, different opinions regarding every issue. So we should train our children to think critically, to think rationally, and they should have an attitude towards the objective analysis and evaluation of every problem. It means before they come up to any solution, they should think logically, they should come up with the pros and cons of that particular issue or that particular solution, and then they should go ahead and take or select a particular solution for that particular problem. So it means that we are training our child to think rationally, logically, and they are going to connect the dots and make a logical connection between these dots to arrive at a particular solution. The third important skill to be developed by our today's generation children is effective communication skill. We all know that effective communication is a bridge between confusion and clarity. And effective communication exactly means to disseminate the information in a concise and precise manner. It is not only verbal, but it is also non-verbal. Rather, it is 70% non-verbal and 30% verbal. So when we talk about verbal, it is about our speaking skills, about our grammar, sentence construction, selection of words, and presenting it in front of others. But when we talk about non-verbal, it consists of our gestures, facial expressions, hand movements, our eye contact, and our touch. So through these non-verbal cues, a person understands more than he or she understands through verbal cues. So we have to tell our children that you have to also take care of your non-verbal communication while communicating with anyone. It is not only verbal and non-verbal. The third type of communication is listening. We all know a good listener is a good speaker. If you want to become a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. So we need to also tell our children that you need to acquire a quality of listening. And not only listening, you have to be a good listener. Because if you are a good listener, then only you can come up with good solution to the problem which is being told to you, or you can come up with different ideas. So it is very important that a child of 21st century acquire this skill of good listening. Next type of communication is written communication. We all know that today we are communicating in the written mode through emails, through messages. We can also call it as a visual communication, because most of the times we are on WhatsApp, we are on Facebook, we are communicating through text, as well as we are communicating through videos, through photos. So we need to be very alert about the communication what we are making through written as well as through visual mode. The fourth important skill to be learnt by our students or by our current generation children is collaboration. It's a fourth C. Why it is important? Because today we have to understand that there is a need for the people who can work in team. The TEAM word, the team stands for together everyone achieves more. So dear children, you need to inculcate or develop this habit of mingling with others and to work in a team. We all know that alone we can do little, but together we all achieve more. In the Olympic motto also from Tokyo Olympics, they have added faster, higher, stronger and together. So we all have to understand the importance of togetherness, collaboration, and we should achieve our goal with full confidence. So I'm sure that you all have understood these 4 C's, which are very much important if you want to become successful in today's 21st century. Thank you.